Welcome back, guys. John Jacoby here, Agent on the Moon. Thank you for tuning in today. Today's topic I wanted to talk to you about is, are we in a real estate bubble? So I've heard a lot of talk and a lot of FUD online about real estate being in a bubble, and so I wanted to make this video, share with you what my thoughts are. I've been selling real estate here in San Antonio for over 10 years now, since 2010, and I have not one time have I seen the market go down. So ever since 2008, we've been on the steady, consistent run for well over 10 years. And as you know, anything that goes up must come down. And I think last year when we were going through the pandemic, 2020, we had kind of a man-made artificial crash of the market. Things were doing very, very well, and then all of a sudden, boom, showings came to a stop. I had a house that was on the market, and it was showing consistently. All of a sudden, when things locked down, everybody just stopped looking at houses. And it was like that for probably about a good 3-4 weeks of absolutely no activity. And I've never seen anything like that happen in real estate. Our market here in San Antonio has been consistently strong. We have the military bases here. We have a lot of migration coming in from California, from New York, New Jersey. All these places are coming to Texas. And now, if something big enough happens in our economy, if something scary enough happens where consumer demand, consumer interest, where people get scared, or if the inflation catches up with then eventually what's going to happen is things are going to have to balance out. Now, one of the things, I've always been a very huge fan of buy and hold. You got to buy and hold to build wealth. So I own personally a couple Airbnb properties, and the other day I was at one of the Airbnb properties, just checking it out, making sure that it was ready for the next guest. And when I decided, hey, I'm going to take a look, and I'm going to put this, the house on the market. I'm going to sell it. Market right now is overheated. It's things are rapidly accelerating on price. And what was crazy to see was when I ran the comps, I posted it for a number that I thought was kind of out of reach. It was the highest sale ever for that neighborhood. And all of a sudden, boom, we had 3 offers over the asking price in a very, very short amount of time. So, and when you look at the numbers on that, obviously, because it's such of a high sales price, the profit on Airbnb for 3 years, it would literally take over 3 years to gain the same profit you could make in one weekend showing the house and selling it to somebody. You could just clear the same profit margin just by selling the place. So I figure, time is money, time is valuable. Let's just get this house sold. And of course, now we're under contract. Now we're going through. But one of the things I looked at whenever we before I listed the house, before I priced the house, select the pricing, was the trend line of value in that neighborhood. And what I had seen is value is typically appreciating on real estate at a rate of 2-3% a year. It's going steady, slow and steady, increasing. Now we had on this particular property almost instead of a 3 or 4% natural appreciation, it's like the price of this property had appreciated almost 20% from one year to the next. So, and in my investing career, in my short investing career, of course, I've been an investor for a couple of years now, a few years, finally in a position where I could do it and do it professionally. The last time I seen something that was that had seen that rate of appreciation, which was our company stock, EXPI stock, had gone from, it was sitting very, very slow, going, at $8, $10, $12 a share. All of a sudden, boom, it went up to $180 a share. We had the split. So that parabolic price action on any kind, what I believe is anytime you see parabolic price action where things just shoot up to the moon, what I learned is cash it out. If you see yourself taking screenshots, or hey, check out the value of my stock, or check out the value of this cryptocurrency, start cashing it out, because I guarantee you, if you're sending people screenshots, or hey, check what this is doing, it's right on the other side of that. I guarantee you, if you don't cash it out, it's more than likely there's more room for the downside at that point. So secure the bag. Don't be left just holding the bag. And I felt like this, that experience holding on to the EXPI stock a little longer, of course we start cashing it out on the way down, but I think that's kind of where we sit with real estate right now. Values have accelerated so much so fast that we are kind of going up parabolic on pricing. And my suggestion is since the parabolic price action is happening, it's inevitable that what goes up must come down. It's just a law of nature. So do I think we're in a bubble? Yes. I personally, of course, I'm not an economist. I'm a realtor, I'm an investor, and I think that the reason why there's a few factors that go behind it is number one is when we saw the dip last year, the huge dip back in March, April, May of last year, and the market kind of crashed. I think that things were not ready for a correction just yet. And I think that the correction we had last year was not a real correction or a true correction, but it was a man-made kind of correction where things just got locked down. Now I feel that due to that just added more fuel to the fire, and now you have all these properties that were in forbearance, and it's there's millions of properties out there all throughout the United States that are going through forbearance. I think a lot of those people, especially when you've got inflation happening, so they're going to have to start raising the rates, which is one factor on pricing. That'll lower the pricing. And then you have the second factor, you have a flood of inventory because people would rather sell their house than foreclose. I think most people would want to sell their house than foreclose. They'd rather get something than nothing, and rather save themselves from going through foreclosure and getting that ding on their credit. So I think we're going to see an increase of rates. I think we're going to see an increase of inventory, especially when now that the forbearance plan is kind of come and gone at the end of last month, the end of July. I think a lot of that action is going to start really showing its face here at the end of August. Maybe going into September, definitely by October. So that's my prediction is if you are sitting on a piece of real estate and you see that the value is really increased, see what you can do to maybe cash out some of that equity before things go back down to the mean or back to the natural appreciation. So again, John Jacoby here. I hope this was of value to you. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. We're putting out, trying to do at least one or two of these a day, giving you some insight on different things, topics from real estate to cryptocurrency to investing, marketing. So would love for you to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on the moon.